Welcome in. Welcome to Auntie Chesney Tarot. Love to have you here. Happy holidays. Hope everyone's doing well. Let's get into some good messages here for the collective. Remember, not everything's going to resonate, so take what does and leave the rest behind. If it doesn't, it's not fitting, doesn't seem like it's for you, it's for someone else, or it may register or resonate with you later. Okay? Let's get into this message. Messages for our collective. Here we go. And I also want to, the moon is out here. Un momento. Thank you for your patience through the pause. Okay, I just wanted to get my candle going here. The moon. What's being kept from you? AGR. Could be initials, could mean something to somebody. AGR. What's being kept from you here? What don't you see? And why? Queen of Swords. Yeah, but you're super sharp. How are you missing this? You are super sharp. You're shrewd. You're very sharp. Okay. Someone's trying to decide, do I do my hair straight? Do I do it curly? To that I say, remember, there's power in your hair. Let it talk to you and do what it wants. Hangman. Thinking about things. Yeah. Oh, you're a thinker. No doubt about it. I'm hearing sometimes when you speak, though, like practice what you're going to say in your mind or even in the mirror, because sometimes what you say comes out a little bit short and people think you're being short with them. But I think you just like to get to the point. But there's a need to kind of work on the style, the delivery, if you will. Okay. You're thinking about all kinds of stuff, but you're missing something that's coming in. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords talks about truth. You're thinking and thinking and thinking, and you're good speaking this. You're going to be working a little bit on the delivery of some stuff that you speak that's, sensitive material. But I feel like what you're missing is being protected. A spirit team that's really trying to be one with you here. The truth. Something about the truth is what you're missing. Eight of Wands, Judgment, and the Page of Wands. Are you being truthful about what you're doing in life right now that is, I'm hearing spontaneous, but also exciting for you? Or are you doing something somebody else wants you to do? Or are you doing something for somebody else? Spirit is saying, focus in on you. There needs to be a judgment made here. Something about the truth that you're missing that has to do with what motivates you. You are the focus. Once you figure this out, the energy moves. I feel like you're frustrated with the energy right now. And you keep saying that. You keep either praying that or asking for help or saying that to others who you're close with. But the truth of the matter is there isn't a focus here on you. What you're doing is there's not a focus in on you. And once you start doing that, then the truth sort of sets you free here, and quickly. 5 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles. You're hustling for somebody else. You're helping them to build a very lucrative foundation here. Spirit says, turn and do this for self. That's the truth you're missing. What else are you missing here, not seeing? Yeah. also a need to see yourself more in a leadership role. The world is out here. The sun in the reverse. There's a need to close something out that doesn't have you as the main focus. And there's a need for you to step forward in your own leadership very confidently and do for self here. Whatever you've been doing for others, do for self now. Turn that energy on, turn it on, and turn it on for you, okay? The King of Cups is here and the Eight of Pentacles. This is more of a style that's yours, is very giving and making sure others are included and others benefit, and it's something in the workforce, but Spirit's saying, you could have blue eyes, beautiful blue eyes, and long, long lashes. You emphasize your lashes, you emphasize your lips. Beautiful. Yeah. Maybe that is even what is inspiring to you, is makeup, making over others. You know, there's something in your third eye that you see very clearly, and Spirit's saying, go after that vision. That vision has you written all over it, okay? And that's the truth that you're not seeing, is that you're not investing enough in you. But I do see that you're helping quite a few others make some very abundant foundations happen. Three of Swords out here now. Ace of Cups. Seven of Wands. Heartbreak. There's heartbreak here. Having to go it alone, or when you've invested in yourself, you've had to be standing your ground, or kind of combative energy. When does it get easier? How does it get easier? Love life looks like it's been slow. You know, like maybe your heart chakra, it's gone underground type, you know, just the energy is such that it's going to need a little bit of time to warm up again. Four of Wands. Some of you are event planners, and you do, this is just an example, but you do the weddings for others, and it's really what you want to have happen for you, but it hasn't happened. So you help others build their wedding foundation here, build their beginning stages of a foundation. You do their makeup too. You know, you have a lot of care here. But you feel like it's not coming in for you. Knight of Wands. Three of Cups. What you don't see is you're putting your faith in a type of person here romantically that they're very social. That's how you meet them. Maybe you meet them as you're helping others with weddings, or that's just one example. But whatever you're helping others with is what you also would like to have happen for you. And you're very successful at making it happen for others. But I think it's the choices you're making here. Like, you're hanging out with very social people, and they want to continue to be social. They don't want to settle down in a manner where there is, going to the next level or an engagement or, being more serious about a relationship with you. Four of Swords is out here, the Queen of Wands. The High Priestess, the Hermit. Yeah, it has to do with being very good looking here. Yes, people want to be with you, and so they come on I feel like they come on very strong, and then you're thinking, oh, okay, this person is really into me, and this is going to go somewhere this time. But they aren't the serious types, the ones that you're hanging around. Yes, they are very attracted to you. But Spirit's saying, rest a little bit on this. You need a warmer person, not someone. What I'm hearing is someone who gets warm after a few drinks. It's more like a social warmth. Their interest and their warmth come out in a social setting, not someone who's warm and gentle and kind and interested in just you type of warmth. You know this already, or you will know this. Okay, correction, I'm hearing. Okay, this is part of the truth that you don't see because you're super sharp. And like I said, you do for others and you make successful things happen. Situations happen for others and you're like, why doesn't this happen for me? Why can't I make it happen for me? It's the type of person that you're hanging out with that you are making an assumption because they're hot and heavy about you, that it's something more serious. And I think they're all about the social. They're hot and heavy about the social. And once you start meditating and look at the habitualness of this, the habits of this, the habits that you're inviting in, the habits that you've said yes to, look at the patterns, the type of person. It is the same type of person with a different face each time. Once you start putting this together, you are incredibly sharp. Spend some time with this topic. Quietly reflecting and gain some insight into this, and you will be on fire as far as how you terminate old habits and create new successful connections that are the connections you are hoping to see. Yeah, and something about makeup. Wow, you're really exceptional with the makeup. Definitely a standout. You're very attractive. So that's a double-edged sword for you here, okay? Because you're going to have a lot of people who like you, and they are going to be twofold. Some that are good for you and some that aren't. I see what you are primarily doing is going after the ones who aren't because it's exciting, but it loses its fire, its oomph pretty quickly, and it doesn't go in the direction that you want. So here's what I'm hearing. Don't be opposed to talking to people about, even early on in interacting with them, what is it that you're looking for? And then just wait and hear the answer. Don't help them with the answer. Don't answer for them. And know that answer for yourself. To make sure you're going in the right direction here, because I feel like you get surprised after investing in certain people that you guys weren't on the same page, or perhaps they led you to believe they were on the same page and they weren't. Three of Wands, Nine of Cups, but I see you here with the High Priestess energy. Once you start getting enlightened on this in particular, you are a sharp cookie and you are very intuitive. So perhaps you are specifically ignoring your intuition, but Spirit's saying, get in tune with it because it will guide you. You know already when you're around people, this feels like more of the same type of energy. Or get in tune with that intuition so that you can be spending your time wisely with exactly what you want to bring in. With the Three of Wands, I feel like anything is possible for you. With the Nine of Cups, that's wishes granted here. But there needs to be some, there needs to be some sitting in solitude, going over the choices that you've made and what hasn't worked and what will work. And gaining some enlightenment there. Gain some enlightenment on where it is you want to be, a month from now. And who with, the type of person, that type of thing. And if it doesn't fit, what you're with currently doesn't fit that, then that's when you're closing out things that don't serve, situations that don't serve, people that aren't matching your rhythm and where you're headed. Two of Wands and the Empress. Again, you make so much happen for others, but there is a neglect or a failure to look at self and make it happen for you. Too busy with others and their wishes granted. You are the wish maker, but how to do it for yourself is a question you've asked. Ten of Wands in the reverse here. This is a wake-up call to focus just as much on yourself. Wow, you make big things happen for people. And I feel like you just not only change their lives, but you change their actual look. Like maybe you do something incredible in the area of makeovers too. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like you're wanting your life to be a makeover. Yeah, let's make this over too. Not happening. But what you don't see is the truth is you're not focused enough on self. And also I think you feel like these people that you help, they are really grateful for the help that you've provided, but I think you want more in the way of, does this become a long-term situation? And people are seeing you more as the leader for that situation, but I feel like they don't let you into their inner circle, their family, whatever it is you're hoping this will turn into. It stays more of a business relationship or a professional relationship for you, which I think is a letdown to you. Knight of Pentacles, slow moving energy, but energy you can count on. Yeah, I feel like you feel like you're not seen a lot. It's all about, like in the wedding example, it's all about the bride and the transformation there that you help with. Just the example I'm giving, but this is more of that, recognize your leadership, because you should be seen right along with that. You're the one making these things possible. Seven of Swords. It's a little bit of a illusion here that you feel like you're not seen or you haven't gotten your just due. Something like that. You're definitely not happy. Why doesn't any of this hard work turn into happiness? I'm hearing, keep the hard work professional in nature, in that is what helps you financially have a foundation, but separate yourself from that and what it is you really want to see in your life come in for you. Something much more personal here. Keep them separate. When you cross over and try and bleed these two worlds, there is disappointment here. Ace of Wands. Yeah, real disappointment here when you try and bleed these two worlds. And I think Spirit is saying, keep them separate so there's less disappointment. Keep one business, and then the other, really focus in on yourself and make yourself a priority here. And set some intentions here and some goals of where you want to see yourself in a month and how you get there and who you're getting there with and the type of person that is. Ace of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. I feel like people are very grateful for you on a business level, and then again, you're hoping it turns into more, and people are, when their event is over, let's say if we're using the wedding event example, but take what resonates here with you. The energy pulls back from you. They're thankful, they're grateful, but the event is over and they say their goodbyes, okay? So, yeah, something about knowing how to separate that in your mind and in your emotions, and then definitely focusing in on your own leadership to do for self and bring in the type of life personally that you're wanting. Five of Swords. This is a very competitive field that you're in. You do very well, though, but you are not happy because you feel like you don't get a say or you don't get included. It's not your happiness. Yeah, I see a lot of sadness here. The King of Wands is in the reverse, the Page of Wands, the Two of Wands. I think you are going for maybe a King of Wands who presents themselves as a king and solid, and maybe they just have a presence about them that seems like they're king worthy, but it's just the excitement that you like. They're not really kings. So Spirit's saying, take some time with these people. Don't jump so quickly, assuming this is an exciting opportunity with an exciting, stable person, because I feel like stable isn't there. Exciting is, but that gets extinguished real fast. And there's a lot of knee-jerk reactions this person has, and also allows, and you're one of that. Like knee-jerk to be in it, knee-jerk to be out, very sporadic behavior. And you're more about the bring it down, stay grounded, bring it down to earth, what you want to have happen in your life, and specifically professionally. The types of people you want to, what's a deal breaker? Who do you really want to be in your life personally? And then make sure you set boundaries so that is the only energy you let in. 9 of Pentacles. You're used to being on your own and very successful. But yeah, definite. I see sadness. There's definitely a loneliness here. Three of Cups, Knight of Wands in the reverse. This is more knee-jerk energy. Quick, sporadic, jump but don't really think type thing. Jump into a situation but don't really think. Social. Someone who's just high on the social. I don't think that's you, but I think that's a type of person you have been around in your personal life. And that adds to your sadness too. 7 of Pentacles. The ultimate advice here is investment in self. Get real clear on where you want your life to go and what type of person will be on that journey with you. And then set your boundaries and stay grounded. Grounded is very big here. Being grounded is huge. Then wishes come in, wishes granted. Yeah, I think some of you have wanted to start a family. That hasn't worked out. But it's also this crossover with the work and staying really busy with work, but not separating those two. We talked about that. But also just staying busy. Yeah, more heartbreak here. What about that big wish with the 3 of Swords here and the Star? I feel like the wish is possible. It's just a matter of a new strategy and, really some heartfelt thinking about this topic and your life. 8 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, get grounded. Get grounded. Hold yourself back from past habits that just don't work out. It's an injustice, justice in the reverse, the habits that you formed here with people. An injustice to you. So recognize that as well. The Hangman in the reverse. Yeah, spend some time. You'll have a whole new perspective if you spend some time here and look at the patterns in your life and what doesn't work. Then come out, as the saying goes, come out fighting, come out swinging, because you're going to have a whole new perspective. When you shut things down, you close cycles out that have never served you. 10 of Swords. But you got to see them first. You got to see how they come apart. You got to see how they come apart. You got to see how they come together for you in order for them to come apart. And you got to see how you have played a role here so that, a lesson can be learned and you don't keep repeating the habits. 7 of Cups. Yeah. There is an element here of not getting clear on this. And when you don't get clear on this, you also don't heal and grow. Okay, and grow away into a new style that would behoove you, okay, benefit you. That's a lot of truths that you don't see. You got this. You got this. You just need to hear this, and if it affects you a certain way, sit in that energy until, you're kind of like, this was a little bit hard to hear, but now I get this, and I'm going to help myself. And here's how I'm going to start. 7 of Wands in the reverse. Because you are marrying this party, social is so important. energy as well, as if that's what you want. And that's not what you want. You want something much more deep and meaningful and nurturing, supportive. Not this worry that you get with the go, social, okay? Get grounded, be clear on what you want, and then through that work and that enlightenment, I see that an opportunity comes in that is what you're wanting. And it comes in fast. Ooh, boy. Wow. Yeah, you walk away from the sadness. Oh, incredible. And wishes granted. That's incredible. Let's grab a charm. Got to get clear on your path. Got to get clear on where you want to go. Then get clear on the path there. Then get clear on who goes on the path with you. Who's allowed on the path. Got the horse. Set yourself free energy. Yeah, you're definitely in cycles here. Patterns. Look at the patterns. Loyal with the dog. Be loyal to yourself. Set yourself free. Be loyal to yourself. We've talked about that a lot, about being the leader for you and being the captain with the wheel here. Yeah, being the captain. Drive your own ship. Not only drive for others as you've been doing work-wise, but drive for you. Be the captain of your story. Okay? Reinvesting in self, yeah. Or maybe for the first time, investing in self. Definitely a message of investment in self. Let's grab an oracle. Oh, yeah, that's definite. Oh, peace. This is how you gain the peace. By putting the puzzle together that is you. Look at the pieces. Meditate on self. Look at the patterns. Find your peace. Then devise the plan how you're going to get there. Take a time out from this busy. You know, this doing for others, overworking. Consider that maybe the keeping you busy, it not only doesn't allow you to really sit back and think deep thoughts that are going to help you be enlightened about your personal life, but mending here, is there some healthy choices that need to be made? We see that, but because of what? Like what's happened in the past that you need to heal from? These types of questions. You know, you keep yourself busy so you don't have to ask some of these tough questions. And some of you are saying, look, I don't have a choice. I have to, these are the building blocks for me. This is how I, keep a roof over my head. I hear you. And yet I also feel like the energy is saying, give yourself more of yourself, give yourself more of your leadership, and watch how prosperous, even beyond your wildest dreams, you will be here. And watch all that glitters that's not gold. Yeah, very, very definite also side message here of stay grounded and don't be caught up in the glitter. Something about the excitement and the fast pace and the social here. Somebody's getting caught up in it. Either you're acting like, yeah, I like this, and you don't really, which will be part of your meditation exercises to get clear on that and stay grounded in the truth. Because remember, you're not seeing the truth here. Or maybe it's even just keeping yourself busy so you don't have to ask the tough questions, but ask them. Start out small if you have to. Ask them, what's the answer? Move from there. I feel like that is the key here to this read. That is your message. Please do like, share, subscribe, comment. Helps the channel to grow. Please do utilize the link below for Buy Me a Coffee if you feel inclined. I'd love to get a coffee from you. That'd be great. Thank you in advance. And until next time, let's remember who we are and let's remember our self-worth. Happy holidays.